Today I've got a pretty serious video and a strong opinion because a content creator is trying to show that you don't need to diet or train or work or put in any effort. That just by sitting on the couch, drinking beer, energy drinks, eating junk food, and taking trenbolone, oxandrolone, dianabol, and testosterone, you're going to get strong. This isn't a joke, it's not fiction. This infamous person from today's video is actually doing this, and by the way, Ruff follows him. I don't get it. His name is Boosbach Fitness, something like Fitness Boosbag, which is actually a pretty accurate description. This guy uploads videos daily, as I mentioned before, sometimes even 2 or 3 times a day, showing how he drinks alcohol, eats junk food, has his vodka, his beer, and spends all day in bed. He doesn't work out or exercise and lives a sedentary life, yet keeps uploading this crappy content. I want to be fit and strong, right? But I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to, let's see what happens if I just pump myself full of chemicals and drink all day. Fantastic, man. The worst part is that his physique has actually improved. And that's normal because a man, an adult man in general, okay, in almost every case has more muscle mass than a child or a woman. And this is because of genetics and the hormonal environment. Even without training, drinking alcohol, and being sedentary, if you take in a lot more hormones, more potent ones, let's say you're a super enhanced man, beyond what's biological, you're going to improve your body composition and get strong. Yes, that's true. Everyone knows someone who never goes to the gym but still has a great physique. My physique as an alcoholic without training versus my physique as an alcoholic without training, but taking tren. And yes, it's true, in 84 days he has achieved this transformation, which is almost 3 months. Denying this would be absurd. Obviously there will be an improvement. Anabolics have a real and very powerful effect. By the way, he intends to compete without even having trained or followed a diet. And it's not a joke, seriously he wants to do it. If you're interested, he's taking weekly, as I understand it, 400 of test, 175 of tren, 120 of anabol, and 200 of masteron. And this guy isn't proving that training is useless, that dieting doesn't work, or that it's unnecessary, or that discipline is a myth. He's not proving what he wants to prove by acting like, oh, bodybuilders don't put in any effort, all those strong people don't even try. No, he's not proving what he thinks he's proving. First, he's showing that he's an idiot for destroying his health just to get a pretty mediocre and pretty bad physique. And secondly, he's proving what we all already know, that performance-enhancing drugs can force artificial adaptations, that it drastically alters the body's hormonal balance, increases protein synthesis, improves body composition, and causes fat loss. Yes, we already know all of that. The only thing he's proving is that if you hack your biology, you can get adaptations even when you're doing things wrong. But let me tell you, what kind of adaptations are those? I mean, he still has a pretty decrepit physique. Shake, 2 scoops of protein, 2 shots of vodka, and it's true, he has tons of videos downing bottles of vodka. It's non-stop. Celsius, water, electrolytes, creatine, pre-workout, and energy drink. On top of that, he's killing himself. Energy drinks, beer. Vodka plus cold brew, a cold drink, right? Granola and chocolate, the syringe. You see how fun. Tofu, more tofu. Another vodka drink, another beer. I won't keep reading, I'll just run through it for you, okay? This is what usually gets consumed daily. He really does consume all of this. Seriously, he eats and drinks like this. I have friends who also live like this, but they don't take steroids. Yes, some people really do live like this, I can confirm it. All his videos are basically like this, which I think sends a harmful message, and now I'll share my harsh opinion. He's trivializing substances that are super harmful, super dangerous. In many of the videos, he makes fun of the side effects like blood pressure or whatever else. He makes fun of it, trivializes it, downplays its importance, and shows himself taking what he takes as something fun, as something rebellious, as something cool, like he's doing something special, right? He's going against some system or something, it's weird. He acts like he's the messiah or doing something amazing, but he's just an idiot. Usually bodybuilders who take this kind of stuff tend to keep it a bit more private, not so much in public. And those who talk about it usually do so with a message like, this is really bad, you shouldn't take it, I do it because I'm a professional, because I'm going to compete, blah blah blah. This guy is telling you, drink alcohol, inject yourself, do nothing, and see how strong you become. That's an extremely dangerous and harmful message. The real concern isn't the experiment itself. In the end, it's his free will, and if he wants to kill himself, let him do it, well, hey, it's his life. The problem is that he's showing this, spreading this message, acting like an idiot on the internet like so many people do nowadays, and the serious thing is that so many kids follow him and might follow his example and choose the easy shortcut. Look, 30,000 followers, myself and many other people, bodybuilders, competitors, are killing themselves to get 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 followers, and this guy doing this garbage has 30,000. And this is the sign of the times, and that's why I both love and hate the internet. Because unfortunately, people, society, and the masses in general make these kinds of characters famous. 50 or even just 20 years ago, this person would have been the village fool. A person everyone would ignore, push aside, not pay attention to, maybe even throw tomatoes at. Nowadays gets applauded, even made into an influencer, or even made president. That's how society works today. Now, I'd like to compare this with bodybuilding or professional powerlifting, okay? The people we see or follow, sometimes famous, I don't know, people you all know, Chris Bamster, Dino, Nick Walker, Derek. These people obviously take anabolic substances, but they don't go around promoting them or saying how great they are, that it's no big deal and that you don't even have to train or diet, right? These people show that this is just a part of their lives that, unfortunately, they have to keep up as professionals and competitors in a different league. But I do think they convey something positive, like personal growth, effort, discipline, hard work, and training. You can even learn how some bodybuilders train, who do it very well. They can even give you advice like don't eat fat, don't drink alcohol, follow the diet in a certain way, add vegetables. I think they can give you something more, and that they send a much more positive message in that regard. Not so good and not such a good example of what they're doing. There are thousands of people who take anabolic substances, of course. But this man is devaluing all that, looking down on it, making it seem unimportant, as if diet and training don't matter. Just inject yourself to get strong. That's a terrible message, seriously. And deep down, he's resentful of all these people, maybe a gym guy, a strong guy. Maybe he stole his girlfriend, who knows, but he hides it by trying to act all thoughtful, like he's doing science, a study. Deep down, he's very insecure about this and harbors a lot of hatred for people who train and work hard. Unfortunately, the algorithm nowadays doesn't reward you for doing a good job. It doesn't reward you for doing something good. It rewards interaction. It rewards retention. If there are people insulting you or you're attacking someone, more people will be there. And that's the only thing the platform cares about, which is unfortunate. If he just trained and dieted, how much would he improve with what he's taking? Wow, a lot. In his experiment, he claims you can get strong without effort, and that bodybuilders become huge and strong just by taking this, suggesting it's not just an aid, but everything. He's destroying his health. He's going to have serious problems in the future if he keeps this up, for sure. Because on top of that, he's not even getting the benefits of strength training, hypertrophy, or a good diet. So what he's doing is even worse. This guy is less healthy than a bodybuilder. He's setting an extremely harmful example and message, and I'm here to do the opposite, to go against these kinds of profiles, these kinds of people. I've already done it on numerous occasions. I always try to give the message that it takes away your quality of life, it takes away years of your life, and one day you and your family, who will have to suffer when you die, are going to pay for it. Stay natural, stay away from all this crap, work hard, put in the effort at the gym, exercise, improve your health, gain strength, follow a diet, eat healthy, take supplements, but stay away from all this, it's not worth it. And when you've put in, like I have, 8 years of hard work and effort, when you reach your goal, when you achieve it and you can say, wow, look at what I've built, you feel amazing, and it's even sweeter when you've done it naturally. Let's end here. This is Ares YT Culturismo signing off. See you next time.